Hi everyone, Merry Christmas to you. It is very, very nearly Christmas Day. It's so exciting. And of course, that means it's best and worst of beauty time for December. It's been such a whistle-stop tour month so far. I've only got a couple of days left of unboxing my Marks & Spencer's Beauty Advent Calendar, which has been so much fun. I've had so many lovely things to play with, so expect January and probably February's Best and Worst of Beauty to be very busy, because hopefully Father Christmas might bring me some things too to play with. So anyway, let's dive into what I have been playing with in December, what I've really liked and what I've not liked so much. So the first thing I want to talk about is something I got, it may have even been on the first day of my unboxing. In fact, I'm pretty sure it was, of the Marks & Spencer's Beauty Advent Calendar. And it's this hand cream from Neals Yard, and it's their Be Lovely hand cream, which softens hands and helps save the bees. This hand cream is absolutely beautiful. I'm quite fussy when it comes to hand cream, and this is creamy and rich, and it really moisturises your hands nicely. But it also has the most gorgeous, fresh, zesty, orangey scent to it, and I'm a big fan of orange scented things. There's 50ml in this tube, but you don't need a huge amount because it is quite highly moisturising, and it's quite easy to go overboard with it as well, and you get left with a bit of a kind of residue on your hands for a while. But if you use the right amount, it's gorgeous to just massage into your cuticles. And I just sit down in the evening and watch whatever TV it is that we're watching at the moment, and I just sit there, and if I'm doing my nails and stuff, I'll just massage this into my hands, and it just feels gorgeous. But the smell of it, I absolutely love it. It's delicious. I honestly can't recommend this enough. I don't know if they do this same orangey scent across other products within Neals Yard, but I'm definitely going to have to go in there and start sniffing things, because this stuff smells delicious. And it also performs excellently as a hand cream too. And you can help save the bees. So there's just too many things to love about this. So love, love, love this. Next, I've got another hair product from the curly hair realm journey thing that I'm going on, because I just still haven't really found the one thing where I put it in my hair and I'm just like, yes. I get nice, non-frizzy curl definition that isn't too crunchy or crispy, it's just nice and soft and gorgeous. Well, I thought that this was going to come close to being in that territory. This is something I picked up during the Black Friday madness that happened. I'm still not sure how to pronounce this brand, but I believe it's Ouidad. They class themselves as the curl experts, and this is their Curl Quencher Moisturising Styling Gel, and it's for tight curls, this particular one. You get 250ml in here, so it's a pretty decent amount. Basically explains that this is a product that will give your hair moisture, which is what most curly hair needs. Now you can use this and either style your hair as normal, either by air drying or by using a diffuser, which is my preferred method of drying. And I did think when I first started using it that maybe it was just because I hadn't had my hair cut, that my hair was feeling really dry, because at the end of the day it is supposed to be curl quenching and moisturising for your hair. After I had my hair cut, which I had a fair amount taken off because it did need to be done, my hair was still feeling dry, and particularly when I use this, it's not so much on the first day it feels really dry, it's on the following day. I'll wake up in the morning and my hair just feels really parched, which is a bit strange considering this is actually meant to moisturise and really hydrate your curls. So maybe I just have the world's fussiest curly hair, I don't know. But it was nice to get hold of this because I managed to pick it up half price, so that was fantastic. And I feel like I use quite a lot. You do need to really kind of saturate the hair. It does give me okay definition. I think my expectations are just that bit higher because these people do class themselves as like curly hair specific product brand. I don't know. It's okay, it's kind of doing the job, but I am a bit disappointed by it. So I don't think I'll be getting this one again, but it was nice to experiment anyway. Next up in the, well, it was worth an experiment category, we've got this from Batiste, and it is the Smooth It Frizz Tamer, and it says it will give you frizz-free hair for up to 12 hours. I have a feeling that this isn't really designed for my type of hair, even though I have frizzy hair. I think this is probably designed for people who either straighten their hair or have pretty much naturally straight hair and it just wants to be really smoothed and sleeked. Maybe I'll have to try this after I've straightened my hair, which is not something I've done in a little while. I just don't think it does anything. I've tried it in so many different ways, in so many different amounts, in so many different scenarios, and I honestly didn't notice any difference to my hair at all. And my hair does suffer from frizz quite badly, so I was looking forward to something maybe knocking it back a bit. But this just didn't really do anything at all, so I don't know whether you've tried this and you've got different kind of hair to me, and you can comment down below about how it does amazing, wondrous things to your hair, so that not everyone thinks it's rubbish, because it may well be amazing. But put it this way, I'm quite pleased it was just in the latest in beauty box, and I didn't just see it on the shelf at Boots or something and think, ooh, I have frizzy hair, that's for me. So not impressed with it so far. I'll maybe continue to experiment with it and straighten my hair, which is not something I often do, but maybe for the sake of experimentation we will try that. Speaking of latest in beauty, the next product I've got is this brow pencil, and it's a high definition brow pencil, and it's their Brow Define pencil, and I got it in the shade Vamp. I've been really liking using this. I've got it on my eyebrows today. Just take my glasses off so you can see a bit better. But it's a really nice, deep, rich, dark brown colour. But it's a nice formula too, that when you go to actually blend through your brows afterwards, it's not completely rubbing off. It's rubbing off a little bit, but I think you'd probably get that with most things. But what I also like about this is you get the extra cap on top, which has now just spilled everything onto the carpet. Never mind. So you just literally put the pencil in this end and you can sharpen it like so. So you can get a really nice point. Just tip. I need to hoover anyway, it's all good. So really, really nice. So you can make sure you've got a really crisp, clean line. And it's good for building up colour really quickly as well. It's nice and creamy, but it's not too creamy to the point that you end up putting way too much on. What I really need to do is I really need to have my brows shaped, I think, because I should sit down and just do it myself one evening, but I just never seem to have the time to do it. So my brows are a complete mess at the moment, and having them shaped obviously really helps with speeding through your brow routine in the morning. But I've been really enjoying using this. I think it's a nice colour. Normally, a lot of brown brow pencils I find are either way too dark and they're pretty much black, or they're way too browny, kind of in the chocolate realms, which I do colour my hair. I'm going quite grey, so I do colour it fairly dark, and I want something to be able to match it without being black or chocolatey, and this I think is just the perfect colour really. So this was in the shade Vamp, so if you've got similar hair colour to me, then this one works really nicely. I'm not sure if I would pay full price for this. I think it's pushing around £20, which to me does seem quite expensive for what you're getting. But having said that, comparing it to other brow pencils I've tried from the drugstore, which are maybe half-ish the price of this, I think this is a better brow pencil. It's not quite so creamy and it just gives you a nice level of colour payoff. I have been really enjoying using this, and I think it's going to last quite a long time too, so that's always a big bonus. Next up, I have a concealer, and this concealer has been on my list of things to try for such a long time. Basically, because one of my favourite YouTubers swears by it. It used to be her holy grail. I'm not sure that it is so much anymore because Tarte came out with their Shape Tape concealer, which everyone's raving about. I am desperately trying to get hold of one, but it's never available in the shade that I need. I basically need the lightest, and it's just never there, so very frustrating. But when I saw this one for sale during Black Friday, I just couldn't help but pick it up because it is one that I've wanted to try for a long time. And this is by Benefit, and it's their Fake Up Concealer, and boy is this a weird one. If you're not aware, It's one of these concealers which I think is only meant for the under eye area, which is generally the area I need a lot of help with. But it's a concealer in the middle, and then it's got this kind of oily, I don't know what, almost like a lip balm around the outside. And I was just so intrigued to try this, just to see how on earth that was going to work. I picked mine up in the shade Light, which is the lightest, and I do feel that it's actually still quite dark. I'll just wind it back down and swatch some for you. So hopefully that's picking up. I think the camera is washing it out a little bit. It's making it look paler than it actually is. It isn't the lightest concealer in the world, considering this is the lightest one they've got, but I have a feeling they only have 3 shades anyway. It's just so odd to put something quite so kind of oily, I guess, on your under eye area. I think the theory is it can be quite a dry area for most people, so if you give it lots of hydration, then the idea is your fine lines don't show up so much. And when I first used it, I really didn't like it. I just thought, oh no, I'm going to be one of the 50% of people who just don't like this, because I feel like it's one of these products that you either love or you hate. I can't say that I feel either way particularly about it. I definitely don't love it. It's not instantly wowed me, but I definitely don't hate it either. It's quite nice and easy to blend, and it does feel very moisturising and pleasant to use on the under eye area. And as you can see, it does blend out really quite nicely. It does crease. Maybe that's because I use too much sometimes, I don't know, because you have to be quite careful with it. You can be heavy-handed very easily and end up with too much on your under eye area. Having used a little bit less and really patted it in and been quite careful with the application, it is actually growing on me quite a bit, so I'm not sure if it's worth necessarily racing out and grabbing because it's really phenomenally good, but it's been quite a lot of fun to experiment with something that is quite different in the concealer world. What I have been doing is I've still been setting this under my eyes, so I've been putting some of my NARS translucent crystal setting powder underneath, just to try and minimise the risk of it creasing at all, because I was finding on its own it was creasing a fair bit. So it definitely does brighten up the under eye area, but I kind of feel like I need something much more heavy duty. I need a lot more help in that area generally. It's kind of okay, but basically I just really want to get the Tarte Shape Tape because it seems to be the thing to knock everything out. So fingers crossed I will get one of those at some point. But for the meantime, this is perfectly okay for the under eye area. I just have one product left to talk about. It's not been the most experimental month. I'm trying lots of new stuff each day because of my beauty advent calendar. So like I said, expect maybe the new year to be quite a busy period. But I have been trying a few things throughout the month that I have been able to formulate some thoughts on. So the last thing I've got to talk to you about is one that I am really, really happy with. And it's this cleanser from Vida, and it's their Daily Purifying Facial Wash. This came in a Latest in Beauty box. I've not actually encountered the brand anywhere else on any of the other websites that I look at. But put it this way, when this deluxe size sample runs out, I will be buying this because it's lovely. I am quite fussy when it comes to cleansers. I try lots of different ones. Not only is my skin quite fussy, but I quite like a very specific texture as well. I like to be able to feel like you're not having to use an absolute ton to wash your face. And what I love about this, it does make some claims about it being purifying and mattifying and specifically for oily skin. I can't say I've noticed that much of a difference in that respect, but what I have loved about it is the fact that it's quite a thick texture, and I really like a thick textured cleanser because you generally don't need to use that much, but when you're rubbing it into the skin you can really feel it on there and feel it doing something. One of the ingredients in here is also really lovely as well. It's got wild mint, and at first I thought, oh, what time of the day should I use it? Should I be using it in the morning or in the evening? And actually it works really nicely for both. You know when you've had a really tiring long day and your eyes are just feeling quite stingy and tired? This is absolutely fantastic for that because it just refreshes you a little bit. Not too much that it kind of punches you in the face and completely wakes you up, but it just gives your eye area just a really nice refreshed feeling. And likewise, same goes in the morning as well. So when you're feeling a bit tired and you're not quite with it, and maybe you've not slept so well the night before, like me at the moment, then this is just absolutely fantastic for morning or evening. So I absolutely love this. Even though there's been only 20ml in this bottle, it's lasted a really long time. I've been using this, I would say, probably 3 or 4 times a week, perhaps more than that actually, because sometimes I use it in the morning and then another day I'll use it in the evening. So I've possibly been using it more than that actually, and I've just fallen in love with it completely. In fact, Vida as a brand, I'm really interested by, so I am definitely going to have a look on their website and maybe pick up a few different things to try, because everything I've tried so far I really love, and it feels like it's doing lovely things for your skin. But all of their products just smell really delicious too, so really love this. I'm not sure if it would do anything weird to your skin if you didn't have oily skin, so if you had normal or dry. It's not one of those cleansers for oily skin that really makes your skin feel really dry and taut and just strips any natural oils out of your skin. It's very gentle, and that's another reason why I really like it. So I really can't recommend this one enough, and I will definitely be checking out more from Vida, because as a brand I'm just so excited to try some more. So anyway, that is it for today's video for December. I feel like I got through everything pretty quickly. It's been a bit of a weird month, like I said. Expect a lot more in the coming months, because I feel like there's going to be an awful lot to talk about. If you've tried any of these products, let me know in the comments what you think and how you've got on with them. That hand cream, honestly, my hands just feel absolutely amazing right now. So anyway, that's it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, just give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. If you've not seen my last video, I will pop a link to it magically here. And if you've not subscribed to the channel and you'd like to, I will pop a little button right here so you can subscribe, and that will notify you of new videos as and when they get uploaded, and it would be absolutely wonderful to have you here. So that is it from me today. I will see you again really soon, because I still have a couple of days left of my beauty advent calendar to open. So see you again soon. Bye!